My name is Narendra and today I will talk about our skeletal system. Okay, हम क्या सोचते हैं कि यार skeletal system क्या है? Skeletal system के बारे में हम इतना ही सोचते हैं कि यार क्या है, bones है, cartilages है। नहीं, इसके आगे भी कुछ कहानी है, पीछे भी कुछ कहानी है। आइए समझते हैं skeletal system को। Our skeletal system has two parts, mainly two parts. Exoskeletal system and endoskeletal system. Okay, our exoskeletal system is further divided into two parts: epidermal exoskeletal system and dermal exoskeletal system. Okay, epidermal endoskeletal system. Okay, this is ectodermal in origin. Okay, कैसा है ये? ectodermal in origin है, and इसके जो examples हैं वो हैं hairs, nails, horns, beaks of birds, and जो dermal exoskeleton system है ना, उस that consists of mesoderm in origin. Okay, that is mesoderm in origin, and it consists scales of fishes and snakes. Okay, let us discuss that. Skeletal system is divided in two parts: exoskeleton system and endoskeleton system. Okay, the endoskeleton system is mesodermal in origin. Okay, and the examples are bones and cartilages. Now the endoskeleton system is divided into axial endoskeleton system and appendicular endoskeleton system. Okay, now let us talk about exoskeleton system. Okay, exoskeleton system, the first part of exoskeleton system is epidermal exoskeleton system and dermal exoskeleton system. Okay, epidermal exoskeleton system is ectodermal in origin. Okay, and its example are hairs, nails, horns and beaks. Now dermal exoskeleton system is mesodermal in origin, and its examples are scales of fishes and snakes. Scales means spatial structure present on body, like spatial structure present on the body. ठीक है? Now let us discuss endoskeleton system. Has two parts: axial endoskeleton system and appendicular endoskeleton system. Axial endoskeleton system consists of skull, ribs, sternum. As sternum is the new word for you. ठीक है? Sternum is a bone which is present between the rib cage. Okay, and vertebral column. This is all knows vertebral column behind the body from the dorsal side, and this is the facial region. Facial region all knows. Appendicular skeleton system consists of four limbs, means these are hands. Here we can write that hands. Okay, hind limbs means foot or legs. Okay, pectoral girdle present behind the body. These are pectoral girdles. And pelvic girdle. Pelvic girdle is present here above the hips. This is present at waist. Waist means your waist. This portion waist. Okay, pause. Let us study about axial endoskeleton system, that is the part of endoskeleton system. Okay, the first part of axial endoskeleton system is skull, and we know that skull has 29 bones. Okay, and the mainly 8 bones are studied in the whole skull. Okay, and the part where the 8 bones are present, that is called cranium. Okay, and these 8 bones are as follows: that frontal, that is one bone, that is present here, frontal. Occipital, that is also one bone that is present behind the skull. Okay, and parietal, two bones. Parietal, this side is the parietal. Our brain is divided into two parts, right brain and left brain. That is two parietal bones which cover the right brain and the left brain. Okay, two temporal bone. Okay, we know that our brain is divided into two parts, so two temporal bones are present here. This is the temporal bone. Okay, and sphenoid, that is one in number, that is present here near the ear of the right side. Okay, and the last one is ethmoid bone, that is also one. That is, ethmoid bones are present behind the nasal bone of our body, inside the facial region. Okay, pause. Let us know about the second part of axial endoskeleton system, that is facial region. You know that in our facial region there are 14 bones. We don't know. Let us know that which are the 14 facial bones. Zygomatic bones, two in number. Zygomatic means cheekbone, presented here. These are also known as cheekbones. Okay, present here, zygomatic, cheekbones. Okay. Second is palatine. There are also two in number. Palatines, the roof of our buccal cavity is present above the tongue. We can feel that, a hard palatine. That is two. Maxilla. Maxilla are the bones of upper jaw, present here. Maxilla. Then mandible is one bone present lower jaw. The bone of lower jaw is known as mandible. And vomer. Vomer is vomer has one bone that is present below the nasal bone of our body, inside the skull. Okay. Turbinals. Turbinals are two in number and are present inside the facial region. Okay. And lacrimal. Lacrimal are the bones of here below the eyes. Okay, below the eyes, the bones are called lacrimal, and these are two in number because our eyes are two. And the last one is nasal, as we talk about vomer and turbinals. Vomer and turbinals. Nasal, this is the nasal bone. Okay, and vomer is present below the nasal, inside the facial region. Okay, pause. And let us study about the third part of the axial endoskeleton system, that is ribs. We know that ribs generally have 24 bones. Okay, and 12 pairs. It contains 12 pairs, and each pair has 2 bones. Okay, the first and the 7th ribs are true ribs. First to 7th means first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. These are true ribs because these are completely attached to the sternum. Okay, and 8th, 9th and 10th are false ribs. Why? Because these are incompletely attached to the sternum. And 11th and 12th are floating ribs because these are not attached to the sternum anymore. Okay, and stop. These are 11th and 12th are known as floating ribs. These are why known as floating ribs, because these are floating in the rib cage. These are not attached to the sternum. Okay, and if the quantity of floating ribs is more than 2 or more than 2, then these floating ribs are called gorilla ribs. Let us study the fourth part of axial endoskeleton system. This is vertebral column. Okay, vertebral column, there are 5 vertebrae in the vertebral column. Okay, first vertebrae is cervical vertebrae. It is also known as neck vertebrae. Okay, neck vertebrae, and this is 7 in number. Okay, this cervical vertebrae is in 7 in number. And second is thoracic. Thoracic is present in thoracic cavity. Okay, thoracic cavity present, and these are in 12 in number. So thoracic vertebrae is 12 in number. Lumbar vertebrae is 5 in number and present in abdominal cavity. Abdominal cavity. And sacral is present just below the lumbar cavity, lumbar vertebrae, and this is 5 in number in infant, but fused and form a rigid structure. That structure forms a single bone in adult. Okay, and the fifth one is coccygeal or coccyx vertebrae. This is 4 in this infant but fused and form a rigid structure, rigid bone, that is 1 present in adult. Let us read about vertebral column. The first vertebrae is cervical vertebrae. We know that this is 7 in number, and let us know that 3rd to 6th cervical vertebrae are typical in nature. Typical means complex. Typical word means here complexity. These 3rd to 6th means 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. These cervical vertebrae are complex and other are atypical. Okay, in some exceptions are present, whose like sloth. Sloth has 8 to 9 cervical vertebrae, but in human there are 7 cervical vertebrae. It can be called an exception. And the second exception is sea cow, who has 6 cervical vertebrae. Okay, and exceptions are very important in NEET UG exam.